Hi everyone, this is Amy with KETOLISCIOUS Life. Welcome back to my kitchen. And in a few videos ago I mentioned I was going to be making some sloppy joes with my white bread chaffles. And tonight is the night for that. So let's get started. So I'm going to be using my almond flour recipe for my white bread. And so I am going to grab my almond flour. And I'm going to be doubling this recipe. So if you just want to do, I think it makes either 2 or 3 chaffles. Don't remember how many exactly it made. I'm pretty sure it made 2. Well, we'll see because I'm doubling this one. Okay, I added 6 tablespoons of egg whites. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of mayo. If you like Miracle Whip or whatever kind of mayonnaise, Miracle Whip type stuff you use, put that in. Do a nice pinch of pink Himalayan salt. Half a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of softened warm cream cheese, and 4 tablespoons of superfine almond flour. 2, 3, 4. Now optional is the psyllium husk. And I've done it both ways, and honestly I feel like it doesn't change the flavor too much, but it just adds extra fiber, so totally up to you if you want to add that. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and stir this all together. It's starting to overflow just a little bit, so I'm leaving it open to cook from underneath, and then I will close it. Alright guys, so I forgot to add a pinch of sweetener, so I'm going to add just a little bit of sweetener to my mixture here. I'm using monk fruit classic, and I'll go ahead and stir that. Close these so that they can finish cooking. I feel like a pinch of sweetener just gives it a sweeter bread taste. And you know, you can definitely add active yeast. I've done that before as well. You can do a lot of things to make it taste even more bread-like. I thought about adding some everything but the bagel seasoning. You know, just depends what you want to add, really. First one's coming out. Tastes really good. Between my husband and I, we could easily eat at least 2. I can eat 2 each, 2, and he could probably eat maybe more like 4. So we'll just see how that goes. All right, so this made, if I double the recipe, it makes 6 white bread chaffles exactly. So that's perfect. I might make one more batch just to have a little extra. I'm starving. This is literally my first meal of the day. I had 2 Dutch Bro coffees today, and that's it. So I am so hungry and ready for these sandwiches. So I went ahead and made another batch and doubled this batch as well. And I'm doing this one with psyllium husk. So we're going to have both to check out this time. I like how it looks. It has a real nice, like a, you know, kind of a wheat like feeling. All right, so we're gonna start making our sloppy joe. I'm just going to cut up this pepper, get all the seeds out here. So I'm gonna chop up this green pepper here, and then I'll show you the next step. So let me chop this all up. Do half of an onion here. I'm just doing, this is probably a cup worth or maybe half a cup worth. All right, so to my pan, I have some olive oil and about a tablespoon of garlic. I'm going to go ahead and add my onions and bell peppers. And we're going to saute this until it is nice and cooked. And then we will add our hamburger. I have 85% lean ground chuck. So I've got my beef and my onions and garlic and green pepper. Usually you use red pepper, but I didn't have one, so I went ahead and just used a green pepper. So now we're going to add some more ingredients. Okay, I'm going to be adding 1 can. This is 12 ounces of tomato paste. So this whole can is 6 grams of carbs minus 1 fiber, in case you were wondering. Yeah, I'm making a big batch because we have a pretty large family. So next we're going to add 4 tablespoons of monk fruit golden. Okay, we're doing 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And I'm doing a tablespoon of mustard powder. Okay, I'm going to be doing 2 tablespoons of Montreal steak seasoning. And 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar. And we're going to do about 2 to 3 tablespoons of reduced sugar ketchup. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, do 3 blobs. And now we're going to stir all of this yumminess together. And we're just going to let this simmer and reduce down a bit. You'll want to add some pepper to taste and salt to taste if it needs it. That looks amazing. We'll add some pepper. And this is ready to serve. We're going to let it simmer and reduce down just a little bit more. And then we will make our chaffle sandwiches. All right, guys, we're ready to plate this up. I'll try to do this without making a humongous mess. Put our nice amount on. You could eat this with a fork.
I'm gonna do mine with a fork.
You're gonna do yours with a fork? Yeah, probably like open face chaffles is not a bad idea. We'll call them. Or you can eat them as a sandwich if you want. So here are my KETOLISCIOUS Sloppy Joes on my white bread chaffle. So you can eat them as a sandwich, but they're going to be very messy. So I suggest do them open like this and eat them with a fork. That's how Ed's going to do it. So, all right. Are you ready, Ed? All right, Ed's digging in. How is it?
It's just like Sloppy Joes on bread.
But much like homemade Sloppy Joes are just the bomb.
Good Sloppy Joes.
Yeah, because when you buy the mix, you get that kind of that chemical taste in the mix sometimes. What do you think about those white bread chaffles? Doesn't it taste just like white bread?
Just like bread or buns. They're very good.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a shot of. That's what it looks like on the chaffle. All right, enjoy. I'm gonna make my kids sandwiches. Definitely give this a try if you have a big family, if you have kids. it's a sure winner dinner because we can eat the chaffles with ours, and then the kids are going to be having these buns, of course. So there you have it. My Sloppy Joe chaffles on white chaffle bread. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And also, if you're new, please consider subscribing and ring the bell. And when I upload my next video, you'll be notified. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next video.